Gearbest kindly sent me a box flyer. It's actually called the box flyer, and they all sort of like boxes and fly. So I call mine the pallets, or mate calls them oil rigs. They're just a sort of real crate style flying machine, really. They're brilliant for beginners because you virtually can't damage anything. You don't even get spare props or anything because virtually impossible to break them, which is rather nice. And as you can see, they're tri-props as well. This one actually comes in 4 different flavours. I've got the real basic one, so no camera or anything on it. They do a 0.3 megapixel camera, they do an HD camera, and then they do a Wi-Fi version as well. So you know, you've got sort of lots of options there, and obviously different price ranges as well. Comes with a nice small gaming style transmitter, but it's not too tiny. It's not the real tiny ones, and I think it's quite good. The pads on the top for thumbers are quite good, and it's fine for pinchers as well. It's a really basic transmitter, which I think if you're new to quads and flying, it's a really good idea to have. And like I say, so basic, just a couple of trim buttons there, you're on and off here, and it does take AA batteries, which is unusual with small transmitters, so a couple of AA's you need as well. It doesn't come with those. You've got your throttle here, and it's not altitude hold. I think that's a benefit on these things because some of the small altitude holds aren't great, but that's just my opinion. You've got your throttle here, so that makes it go up and down. If you go to the right or the left, that makes it yaw, or basically turn. This one is pitching forward, this one's pitching back, and then roll to the left and roll to the right. And then literally, like I say, this is the simplest, one of the simplest transmitters I've come across, which I think is good. Press this down, it goes into headless mode. Press this one down, it has a return to home. Why? Because you're just not going to fly that far enough away for it to need to return to home. But it's there if you want it. It's more of a comfort thing, I would imagine. To alter the rates, you simply press this one down, and then to flip it, you press this one down, and then you choose a direction. And we'll run through that when I'm actually out flying it. The actual quad itself is really nice, and like I say, mine's just got the light on it. You'd have to strip it down a bit to replace the battery if you needed to, but to be honest, they usually last for ages. It is a single cell LiPo. Now, comparing it to one that I tested a little while ago, the Ready Red, I had great fun with this. It was my first experience with this sort of box style ones. The difference with the Ready Red is it comes in, the transmitter is actually the carry case as well, and it is slightly larger as well. Say all the same features, but basically just a slightly larger model. So, just before we hit out on the runway, there's the instruction manual. It's bad actually, it's a little tiny one, nice and clear text and everything. A real basic sort of setup, but good to get you started, and it just runs through all the things I've just done. And to charge it, you don't get anything else apart from this, that's it. And to charge it, you get a little USB adapter, and it just simply plugs in under here and then charges up the actual quad itself. Okay, so maiden flight. I'm going to turn the transmitter on first of all, and then going to turn the quad on. And the box flyer's written towards you, obviously got a headlight. You can see red flashing LEDs at the back and green at the front. They're not bad. I mean, they're going to be better as an indoor or a nighttime flyer. Would be much easier to see outside today. Not going to do much. You need to get up and down on the throttle, and then we're bound, and then the LEDs stop flashing. We've still got the front headlight. And if you've had a couple of accidents or incidents with it and it's not flying particularly well, before you start trimming up and everything, you can calibrate the gyros. Make sure it's on somewhere nice and flat and level. Don't move it while you're doing this, and then just pull the sticks down to the right and you get flashing LEDs, and then when it stops flashing, it's actually the gyro's been leveled basically, so we should fly pretty good. So hey, it's actually got a bit of punch out on it. Rather good. So I'm just going to have a little play with it. This is in low rates to start with, and that's pitch, full pitch, so it's not going to do much. That's into second rates, and there's a tiniest slight breeze, and really anything will affect this. So you can see it going against the breeze there, and when I turn around it will get a real move on that way. And then going to put it up into high. Wait, that's not too bad actually. High rates actually gets a bit of a move on. Yay! Ha! Let's just see how far we can go. Well, that's a good 20 metres now. Hey, actually quite good fun to fly. So 20-30 metres I would imagine would be where it is.
I always think these things aren't going to go that far and you wouldn't be able to see them, but actually you can. Being white, it's nice and easy picked out, certainly in this dark environment. So let's try a flip, so I'm going to pop it. There we go, that was a right flip, forward flip, and a left flip as well. Actually not too bad, to be honest. I'm going to try headless mode, so simply press this one. And then we should have headless. Yes, we have. So basically I can spin it and bring it in one direction, as you can see. So right is always that way, no matter what orientation the quad is in. Right is always that way, forwards that way, and back is this way. So hopefully you can see that makes sense. There's loads of stuff out there on headless mode, so it's not difficult to understand. And then a return to home. Ooh, I always get nervous with these, but this isn't going to hurt me if it hits me, so I'm just going to press that. There we go, and it's actually going back more or less to home, which is very good actually. I'll try it over there. I'm just going to press this one. As you see, it's just coming back. It doesn't come back in too fast either. So yeah, I thought we had flashing LEDs there. I think it's only for the headless mode, only for the return to home mode. Yeah, it does. That's good. So it tells you if you're starting to think it's going a bit strange, it isn't. I wonder what we get in. Do we get flashing LEDs in? Yes, you get flashing LEDs as well when it's in headless mode. So yeah, good stuff. That actually flies pretty good. I mean, I can't see a lot of sense in flying it right the way over there. It just takes so long to get back to you. But actually the headlight works really well. Look at that. So easy for me to get the orientation and get it to come back. And totally bulletproof. Well, there's always a way of... I'm usually pretty good at breaking things, so there's probably always a way of doing it, but I'm not going to get hurt by it. It's not going to get hurt either. So you should be able to sort of fly into more or less anything without any sort of problem. And we do like that, and nobody's going to get hurt or anything. It's just going to, it could probably knock an ornament off a shelf, but that would be about all it could manage. Even though I'll bring that in at full pitch. And it had a good old run up there, so that's full pitch, that's as fast as it can go. I'll drop it down into low rates, there we go, and that's the difference. So that's still full pitch in low rates, medium rates, and high rates. Hey, great little beginner quad. I like these, I think they're good fun. Whee! And we're getting a little bit low on the power, which is fair enough actually. You don't expect much of a flight from them, to be honest. I got flashing LEDs. I wonder if it's actually... No, it doesn't actually make a noise. It's got a funny little buzzy noise to it, isn't it? I'm just going to run the battery out. Whoa, there we go. I don't suggest you do this, but a little bit of go in it. I would normally just bring it in when you get the low battery warning, but they usually will drop way before you would actually damage your battery. You shouldn't take a LiPo battery below 3 volts per cell, and this one's only got 1 cell, so when it's fully charged it'll be up at 4.2, and then it'll just gradually come down, but they usually cut out about 3.6, something like that, sometimes 3.3, so you're still pretty safe on them. There we go, that's completely gone, I would say. Yeah, I like these, I think they're cool. What I want is literally a flying pallet would be great. Ooh, perhaps another project.
Okay, so how are we doing with my sort of second one of these sort of crate style flyers? Well, I really like them. It's probably not aimed at me as a pilot because I'm a reasonably experienced one. I do a lot of reviews and I fly an awful lot. I absolutely love it. I've got the real bug. But if you're not too sure whether or not flying's for you, this is a great one to start with. There's quite a few sort of ones out there that are good starter ones. I think these ones are really excellent. You can't damage anything. You haven't got any props to change. You've got, basically nothing you can do with it apart from crush it. It's pretty not going to really get damaged, I don't think, anyway. Like the headlight was very good for orientation, but if you're not picking up how to fly, with directions and everything, you do have the headless mode on it, which is rather good, I think, for some beginners. I just fly normally, always have done, but that's not for everyone. The other thing is, when the grandkids are around, they can have a go with it, great fun, or your kids, or just friends around around and you just want to have a bit of a laugh around the garden, around the house, honestly, that's what it's aimed at. It's about, I think it's 12 or 13 pounds, about $15, so you really can't go wrong. And if you're new to flying, the controls are exactly the same on here as they are on any of the sort of £1,000 plus ones. It still does the same things on these sticks, so it does get you into the flying bug, or perhaps you find it's not for you. So grabbing a couple of little AA batteries, and you can be up and flying and give it a try. So yeah, for the market it's aimed at, I think it's really nice. Big thumbs and paws up from Tiggers.